Hello and welcome back to our HIP Republic of Ireland campaign. In our last episode, we were attacked by our fellow patrician in the Republic here, the Lord Mayor of Brea, and we lost a trade post to him, which was pretty unfortunate. And we learned another important piece of information, which is that presumably due to the embargo war that we lost against England, we can't build trade posts in their territory. However, the game will still let us try to build a trade post and take our money, but nothing will actually get built. So we lost quite a bit of money to that, but I guess it's not the end of the world. We still have some money, we're making a decent income, and we'll be able to build trade posts elsewhere still. Donald Dove has had his opinion of us improved. Surely he should be pretty well disposed towards us, considering he was such good friends with our father, but apparently not so much. Maybe he never liked us. But for the time being, we are pretty much just waiting for our council to all stop returning favors to Eleonora here, so that we can have a chance at declaring war on people. Otherwise, they're pretty opposed to it. We'll also need to have enough money to hire some mercenaries, probably, since we don't have a huge levy at our disposal. And some of our liege's troops seem to be marching around somewhere. Pretty sure he's not at war, so I don't know why he's sending troops around here. As he is growing older, I can see that Enrique could use some guidance in one of my experienced areas, stewardship. This is my chance to make an effort for the sake of his education. But what can I offer? Well, I don't think we care too much about his education. He's not of our dynasty. We can owe him a favor and make him just. He can think we're boring for 10 years and he can become temperate, or he can learn on his own. I guess we'll have him become temperate. I don't care if he thinks we're boring. Liege is enforcing realm peace. Council has declared that peace shall reign in all the realm. All internal wars waged between vassals will end with a white peace in 6 months. Well, this won't affect us at all, since we're not at war with anybody in the realm. This war will end, though, the war between Freya and whoever else he's attacking, Mercada, over the trade post on the Isle of Man, which actually is pretty good if he doesn't manage to win that, since we don't want him to gain another trade post here. So our nephew Aina had a daughter, okay. What is the war score here? 55% in his favor. I don't think he's going to be able to win that, probably. Our trade post in Carrick has been built, so I guess it wouldn't matter really if he did gain another trade post. We would still have control over this zone. For our family, with our 3, 4, 5 trade posts to his currently 3, would be 4 if he sees the one in Man. Our ambassador has annoyed the Bishop of Christchurch. Okay. I guess that's unfortunate, but probably not a big deal. So somebody else has called in a favor on Eleonora. Alright, we'll see what the opinion is of attacking this guy now. Alright, I guess a tied vote means it's okay. So we could do that to seize the city of Cork, which would also fulfill our ambition to increase the size of our domain, so I think that is what we want to do. Can we afford to, though? We can currently raise about 500 troops. And he has a bit over 1,000, if I remember. I think we could afford to hire a small mercenary band of about 1,000, 1,300 soldiers. Assuming he doesn't have any strong allies. He only has a pact with her over here in Wales. So there could be another 1,000 on the way. But we should be able to take out most of his army before she gets over here. So just the single mercenary company is probably enough. Okay, we'll do it. We'll pre-hire the mercenary band so that they can gain some morale. Which kind of feels like cheating, but is allowed within the rules of the game. Let's see, the Saxon band is all heavy infantry. Maybe that's good, I don't know. I guess we could take the Irish band, which is the same, just for reasons of patriotism. Sure, that'll do. And we can't raise our other troops, we'll just wait a month or so they can regain some morale. March them south a bit. Okay, so we'll go ahead and declare. So the actual city we're seizing is over here in Cork, not in Waterford, but we'll probably want to siege his capital as well. Alright, let's do it. He's going to siege down our trade post, as expected. And our niece needs an education focus, fussy, playful, conscientious. Be okay for stewardship. Very good for intrigue though, so I guess we'll do that. We'll wait for our other 200 troops to get here, and we'll try to find some favorable angle of attack. There are river crossings from everywhere, but it's plains, so it shouldn't be too bad, and I think with our numbers we should be able to win. Let's see if that's correct. So we have the river crossing. We have a worse leader in the center, but better on the flanks. And we actually already broken the right flank, so this should be an easy victory from here. Liege has enforced realm peace. Okay, doesn't apply to us since we're attacking somebody outside the realm. We won our battle and we're up to 33%. He hasn't gotten an alliance with his fellow pact member thing over there, so I don't think we should be expecting her to show up. I think we should pursue his army though. During a particularly heated argument in the council, this person stepped in as you were about to make a fool of yourself, so she's the marshal on our liege's council. If I'm correct, yes. She was able to argue for your point, not only saving your face, but also winning the argument for you. It's obvious that her smooth talking was the sole reason for your success, and denying that fact would likely paint you in a bad light. So I guess we're going to gain prestige, a lot of prestige actually, and owe her a favor. Or we can act like a jerk about it, not owe her a favor I assume, lose a bunch of prestige, lose general opinion. We'll owe her a favor, I guess that's fine. Oh, okay, so our Grand Mayor has just declared the exact same war over the city of Cork that we're already fighting. That's okay, I suppose. If he wins that, it'll end up with us gaining the city since we own the trade post. Seems a little redundant. So I guess we could really just disband our mercenaries and go home at this point. If we wanted to. I think we'll just keep fighting our own war though. We'll win another battle here. And I suppose we'll head straight down here and start sieging our target city. Actually, we might just stop by Waterford first, since I assume that's where he's heading, and fight him one more time. Oh, it looks like we aren't going to get to fight him one more time because our liege got there first. We'll go around and maybe try to get in here before he does. We did. Okay, so I guess we're gonna win this war and gain the city either way, whether we do it or whether our liege does. Ooh, a crusade for Sicily. His Holiness the Pope has been swayed by the cries for help from the Christian population in the Kingdom of Sicily. Deus Vult. Let's see, Sicily is mostly controlled by a Muslim ruler who has a respiratory illness. Respiratory illness. Apart from, of course, this county, which is under Apulia. Okay, well, I imagine this crusade will end in victory for our side, unless somebody extremely powerful joins in against us. Like the Fatimids, for example. I don't know how much we're going to be able to help, but I guess we'll do it. We can keep our mercenaries raised, we're still making money, so we can keep them indefinitely. So the question is whether we abandon our own war, leave it to our liege to win, basically, which he should do. Or whether we hang around and finish before we head off to Sicily. I think we'll hang around and finish. I don't really see a way that our liege can lose this war, but you can never tell with the AI. Oh well, there's a way. De Hubert has been called in against us, and presumably in the other war against our liege. Oh, we had a kinswoman born. So we'll just have to hope that we can win this siege and end this war before this army comes over here. Looks like we probably can. Alright, Enrique here has finished his education in the ways of faith and learning. I notice with pride that he has attained nothing less than a masterful level of knowledge, so he is a mastermind theologian. Good for you, Enrique. Okay, we won our siege, we got 100%. We can enforce demands. We gain 100 prestige. We gain the city. We have fulfilled our ambition to increase the size of our domain, which I think gave us an extra point of stewardship. And now we can take a new ambition. To groom an heir, maybe? Become a Crusader. Well, that's something that we can definitely fulfill in the near future. So we'll take that. disband some superfluous boats. And set off for Sicily. The world is a dangerous place and devious plots are everywhere. Rumors have reached you. The people are conspiring to kill your wife. Probably not. We are paranoid after all. So is she, actually. I guess we'll have the option to send her into hiding as well. Maybe not. But I doubt anyone is actually trying to kill her. Somebody is trying to kill our nephew, though. Probably rather he didn't. I think there's basically zero chance of us actually winning this crusade, but us personally, I mean. But that doesn't mean we can't get the Crusader trait out of it, and some piety. The assassins spread to Syria. The Hashashin, the elusive order of assassins, have expanded their influence into Syria. A branch of their sect has established itself in the mountain fortress of Masyaf, from where they control the surrounding countryside all across the Holy Land. The assassins are now hunting those they see as obstacles to their obscure plans. Perhaps they should be taken seriously. Maybe, maybe not. So I guess we'll just land down here in Palermo. Why don't we put ourselves in charge? I guess we can't put ourselves in charge. For some reason. Do we have to actually appoint ourselves as commander? That doesn't seem correct. Oh well. I guess we'll just get the Crusader trait for various courtiers here. Not people in the Irish band. In fact, most of those people are in the Irish band. Let me have a look here at minor titles. I guess we only have 2 commanders. One of whom is our court chaplain. Let's relieve him as commander. And appoint somebody else. I suppose it might be a good idea to make sure that we get our heir. The Crusader trait, so we'll appoint him. And we can then put him in charge. Is that what I was doing there? Yes, okay. So we might not actually be able to fulfill our ambition to become a Crusader if we can't put ourselves in charge of the army. We are not forbidden to lead armies or anything. Alright, we helped win a siege. We have a tiny amount of contribution. King of England is winning, okay. The Kingdom of Sicily is not created and there are no claimants to it, so it should just go to whoever wins the Crusade. Guess we'll try to siege something ourselves if we can. I don't think we're in much danger of being attacked by anybody. We should appoint our other... Oh, we never actually did appoint our heir. Okay, there we go. So he should become a Crusader at some point. There we go. Our son lacks a childhood focus. Okay. Let's see what he's especially good at. He's pretty evenly balanced. He's got an extra +1, or +2 rather, in Stewardship, Martial, and Diplomacy. I guess we'll focus on Stewardship since that's probably going to be most useful. We'll go for Thrift, I guess. We do have 7%, so we're catching up slowly. You've been presented with an opportunity to let everyone be reminded of your rulership. If you wish to mint new coins for your realm, there is a master of the craft that you can hire. Not only will the mintage be exquisite, it will be adorned with a glorious portrait of you. We can mint the coins for glory, lose 100 gold, gain 100 prestige. We can debase the mints with less precious metals for profits. We can definitely become greedy and maybe also deceitful. That seems okay. Extra tax modifier. Gain the gold and the prestige. Sounds good. Okay, we are getting good levy reinforcement. And we lost our spy master, our wife. Okay, I guess she inherited a barony. In France. Okay. We'll just reappoint her as spy master, I suppose. I guess that's not available to us. Oh, that makes sense, I suppose. She wouldn't be in our court anymore. We'll just appoint our heir. Let's not appoint our heir, actually, if we're going to send our spy master off to study technology somewhere. We don't want them to get imprisoned. Send her to Paris, why not? It's probably a decent place, though I didn't actually check what technology they have there. Alright, we've captured a holding, which didn't do much for our contribution. I don't think our chances of catching up are very good, but at least we did something. 9%. Alright, well, we're just about out of time for this episode, so we'll leave it here for now. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.